What up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, Semi Everything. Let me get this camera straight. There we go. All right, today we are talking about beginner fuel hauling pay. I'm going to show you my beginner fuel hauling pay. I have the receipts. We're going to show them today. If you are watching this on TikTok, you want to click the link in my profile, go to the YouTube, subscribe, because this is where you're going to get the detailed information. All right, we're going to get straight into it. I want to make this video nice, simple, sweet, and short. So first, let's talk about beginner pay and hourly pay versus paying by the load. Now, if you are lucky to be a new CDL holder or even just new to the tanking industry with your hazmat and tanker endorsements, and you are lucky to find someone that would give you a chance to hire you at an hourly rate, please I'm telling you right now, I'm stuttering over my words because this is, if I could do it again, this is what I would do. I would find an hourly paying job. You know what? That is for a whole different video. We're going to talk about getting paid by the hour versus getting paid by the load. But on this pay that I'm going to show you, it is paying by the load. I work for Coastal Transport, if you must know, and I get paid by the load. This is a company that will hire you fresh out of CDL school or fresh with your tanker endorsement and hazmat endorsement. They will train you and they will pay you. However, they have raised their pay rates, but it is not the top tier of paying when it comes to fuel hauling. So I just want to make that transparent. I want to give people out there a realistic view of what it's like when you are a rookie fuel hauler. When you are a rookie fuel hauler, you're not going to start off at the highest pay. Even if hourly, you're still going to pay more. You're probably still going to end up making more than what I make by getting paid by the hour. But when it comes to the amount you're going to get paid, it's not going to be as high as someone who's been doing this for 10 plus years, if that makes sense. I mean, it got to make sense, right? It got to make sense. You wouldn't be here if it didn't, right? So speaking of you wouldn't be here, make sure you go ahead and click that like if you're going to get some information from this. Go ahead and subscribe. We're going to do more vlogging. Next video, we're going to talk about getting paid by the load versus getting paid by hourly, why sometimes it's better to get paid by the load, and why sometimes it is better to get paid hourly. We're going to just get straight to it right now, and I'm going to show you the receipts. I have it right in front of me right now, so it should be popping up on the screen right now. All right, so I want to make sure that we have a quick video. I don't like these long videos. Sometimes I have to, other than vlogs, I want to keep it simple and sweet. So you can see the pay stub right here. So let's just walk through it. Again, I get paid by the load. This is my very first fuel hauling check straight out of training by myself, doing all the loads by myself. When I was in training, I only got paid 85% of the load. And what I mean by that is, if my trainer got paid for that load $100, I only got paid $85. So you get 85% of the load. Once you're on your own, you get to get the 100%. All right. So let's see here. I know you guys have been staring at it because that's what you wanted to see anyway. Right. So let's just talk about it. Right. On this pay stub, I did about, I want to say about 30 loads, to be honest. This is from 7/22 to 8/4, and just flat out gross after everything. I think it was like, here we go, $3,253.81, and I took home gross $3,004.90. Now, that is because of what I do in my taxes. Your state might be different. You know, federal and state might be different based off where you live at. But this is what I took home on my first fuel hauling check by myself. All right, no training pay. This is just me hustling it out. And this is why I would say go to hourly, because to make this amount of money as a new fuel hauler with the amount of pay that I make, you're going to have to work. And there's plenty of days where I work 13 plus hours, maybe. I mean, I never worked over 14, but it was definitely days where I wanted to get out at 12, but hey, I wanted to make the money. So I took one more load and barely got back to the terminal with like 5 minutes to spare. So you're going to hustle this out. I also work by choice every other Saturday if I know at the end of the week I didn't really do that well, or something happened, like it took forever at the rack the day before, or the loads just they weren't coming as smooth, so I took longer during that day. So I would decide, you know what, I'm going to come in on a Saturday to make up that money, because Coastal do pay you extra money for coming in on the day off, and you also get a bump on your pay when you work weekend. So I think it's like an extra $5 per load on the weekend. Yeah, it's $5 per load on the weekend, and then they give you an extra $100 for working on your day off. So you could turn an easy $300 day into a $400 day. And believe it or not, when you do the math, that you can easily do that every other Saturday and make an extra $800 on your monthly income. So that's why I do it. It is a hustle, it's a grind. It's about 30 loads. You get 55.10 per load when it's local. Now it's local. Now Coastal Transport is not the exact transparent company when it comes to pay. I know a lot of other companies are. They tell you exactly what you're making whenever you have a long haul run or a local run. Coastal Transport will just let you know you get 55.10 per load. However, they do pay you for time. Anytime more is spent than an hour at the loading rack, they give you $20 per hour after that. If you break down, they give you $20 per hour that you're waiting for maintenance. Let's say your truck breaks down, you have to go back to the terminal and switch out trucks and trailers and stuff. They give you $20 an hour for that. So they do pay you for those things. Sometimes it works out, and sometimes it's like if I was getting paid hourly, it would be a lot better. But this is it, man. I just want to make a quick video of what you can make as a beginner fuel hauling tanker, if you want to call it. This is what I do on an average bi-weekly pay, and it's good. It's not bad pay. It's good money. However, this is a starter company. I want to make that known. This is a starter company. I will be looking for something with more experience. So once I get that experience in, I will be looking for something better, something hourly, something like a Love's, or something that you know for a fact you're going to see 100K plus working these amount of hours. All right. We're going to do the math in another video. I'm going to do some really deep diving and research to show you the pros and cons and scenarios of why you would want to go hourly versus by the load, or why you would want to go by the load versus hourly. For instance, one day everything went smooth and I got through with like 6 loads in 10 hours and I was home. You know, I started my day at 5 and I was home before 5. Those days you want to be by the load. But then there's days where there's lines at the rack and it's taking all day, your truck breaks down, or there's people covering the stalls and you're taking 3 hours for each load and you only get 2 or 3 loads done and you only make $250. And those days you wish you was paid by the hour. That stuff adds up. We'll go talk about it in the next video, but I just want to make this a quick video because it seems like this is the #1 question for everyone, is how much money do you make as a beginner fuel hauler? And this is what I make. I am in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Some people might make more based off their location. Some people might make less based off their location. So just wanted that transparency. If this helped you out, gave you some peace of mind of what you can expect as a new fuel hauler, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. And we're also going to do some more vlogging, man. We're going to do some more vlogging. I got a podcast coming called Semi Everything Podcast. And it's going to be about fuel hauling. It's going to be about everyday events that's coming in. I want you guys to check it out. All right. Go ahead and subscribe. I will see you guys next week.